Episode 10?
Officially 10, yeah, but there's a lost episode in there.
Let's
So,
do just episode 10. We're ready. Let's fucking go. Work for it, Europe.
so what's going on this week with Matt?
I'm not gonna say busy again. It's getting old.
But you're all finished moving?
Nope.
No.
Oh man. Yeah, the bulk is ready. It's just some details, but yes, all set.
Ready to go. Yeah, I went up to visit the Salzburg guys last weekend
Yeah.
on Saturday.
So
It's about,
that was I have a question about that.
yeah.
Obviously, so they were gonna send you some stuff, and then 2 days later you're gonna visit them.
No, they just finished devices that they were making for me. And I went to visit them just to go pick them up because it's easier
Ah.
than trying to ship them all. It's like an hour and a half away.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, I got all kinds of. They're working on a new Damascus pattern for me to put online, and we got to mess around, and try out some of the prototypes they were working on.
Like for you, like only for you, or
Yeah, only for me.
is it gonna be like the knife material .at special?
House brand. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, they got a really cool shop. They're in like a this maker space kind of thing. So it's like a big giant
Oh.
old warehouse, and it's not really a maker space, but all the people renting in there are all makers of some kind of type. They got people that do like 3D printing, and there's a wood shop in there. They got a auto mechanic and the paint booth and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
Anything you need when you're prototyping something, you just like walk next
That's-
door and it's a guy
if
who
I
welds something
ever-
for you.
Yeah, if I'm ever gonna own a building, like a big ass building, like for investments
Yeah,
and stuff.
That would be awesome around here.
Yeah, I would do something like that, for sure.
yeah. Like some people in the.
But it needs to
city areas,
be
it's a
like
great idea.
an old as fuck building, you know.
Somewhere where you can make noise.
Yeah, but just it also has to like have a soul, if that makes sense. Like an old building.
So is your new place in an old building or the new company?
No.
It's in a new.
No, it's not. It's not new. It's not new, but it's also not old. It's like I think. I actually don't know. No, I don't know how old it is.
Yeah, there's an old forging area here, like a forging town or blacksmith town, called Ips, and there's a knife show there all the time. Ips, it's in right next to the show is this really old blacksmith shop. Like they had like one axle run through the ceiling with all the leather belts running all the machines and the presses.
Oh yeah, I've seen
and the
those.
hammers. Yeah, it was cool.
It's just one big ass thing that powers everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I went up there with my
very
daughter
cool.
and got to like forge out a nail. Well, she got to forge a nail out by herself, so that was pretty cool.
She didn't. Did she also think it was cool?
Yeah, she thought it was cool, but just making that one nail was enough, I think.
So she's now officially a better smith than you are.
Yeah, got about just as much time with the hammer as I do.
Cool,
So
man.
do you know who our guest is this week?
No, enlighten me.
So this is a guy I met at the Solingen show about 2 years ago when I had my first table there. And he was talking with Martin Hoover, and that's kind of how we met. His name is Mershad. He's from Shir Knives.
Hello guys, good evening.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
yeah,
for
man.
having me here.
Welcome.
Mershad, I didn't say your last name because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
you kind of have to butcher it if you want to say it.
Yeah, I actually want Keith to do it first now.
No way.
Come
we
on,
need,
Keith,
we need
give it
Ben
a
Camone
try.
on here to do it for us.
Give it a try.
Let me.
It's gonna sound like the ice cream Haagen-Dazs. It's like Tagenjad.
Kinda. That sounds good. Taginejad is Taginejad, but hey,
Taginejad.
I didn't choose it.
You were born
Nope.
with it.
I've been born with it. Yeah.
Definitely not German.
Not really. No.
Cool.
So you got the word sheer in your name in a paw print. That's not a dog paw print, is it?
It is a dog paw print. Yes, right. For my dog Shir, who sadly passed away last year.
Oh.
And yeah, I wanted to represent him.
But sheer also means something in another language, right?
It's a funny one. Shir is one is lion, and the other translation is in Persian. It's milk. So both of them goes. And Shir is a Rhodesian ridgeback, and they used to hunt lions. So that's the combination of the name Shir.
I always
Pretty
thought that was
awesome.
A lion print.
Yeah, that's the lion hunter.
The lion hunter. Yeah, those are like if any animal can take on a lion, it's that dog.
I guess my dog wasn't able to do stuff like this. He was just a big baby in a big body. But yeah.
So how big do they get?
He was about, now I have to say it in centimeters, but we are in Europe, so I think it's okay.
Yeah,
75 centimeters is shoulder height. So
That's
the highest
the-
point, 75 centimeters. It's a big
That's the
breed.
only system we accept here
Thanks.
on this podcast.
Otherwise, I would be screwed.
Inches my ass.
Inches. Suck. Metric system's way easier.
I think so.
Definitely.
And I still don't get the thousands and issues over there. But okay.
Each to their own.
Yes, sir.
So Matt, have you looked through his page and seen some of his work?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I've been following him for years, by the way.
For real?
I just followed you.
Okay. Now. Oh yeah. I see.
You have one new
Follow for 10
follower.
minutes.
Thanks. One step nearer to the 10K
Yeah, man.
in about 10 years.
Yeah, same as me.
Yeah, you're right about the same number I'm at, and it's hard to get any more than that. For me, anyway,
Yeah.
it seems like it.
It's my own fault. I don't post that frequently, so I don't have to accept any wonders.
No. You do make awesome knives, man.
Thanks,
Gotta
Matt.
say. Wow. I like the zebra one.
Thanks, my man.
What is it called? The zebra tiger boy.
Yeah, I called it like this, but I think the right term for this kind of Damascus, it's a gomai. It's called mazame. It's just lines of black and white, but in a different direction. It's a little bit harder to forge out, but yeah, this one worked.
Pretty awesome.
I can't find it. So the lines are going the length of the blade or
No,
or the
they're-
width?
oh, this is a bad one. Perpendicular, I think,
Yeah,
to the spine.
to the spine.
Look
right?
at him throwing out words. Wow.
Yeah.
Watched a few movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now I found it.
yeah.
Yeah, great work. A lot of details on the faceted handles. Those are tough to keep straight.
Yeah, but I do everything by eyes. I don't do
Excuse you?
Excuse you.
Really?
Yeah, everything.
Oh.
There is no
wow.
jig involved in my work. Nothing.
Oh my god.
All freehand.
That's wow.
Everything's freehand.
Wow.
So when we talked at Solingen last year, you
Yeah.
said you got kind of in a rush right before the show, and you had like a whole crew of people helping
Oh,
you
man.
finish, get ready.
Uh,
You didn't
I
let
get-
them do the facets, did you?
I get bad nightmares. So first of all, big thanks to my girlfriend. She did help me with the knives before the exhibition. It was I'm just speechless when I think about it. It was a mess. I can tell it. Chris Wild was there at my house. Jonas Nöding was there, and my girlfriend. 4 people in my living room, hand sanding and doing everything on the Friday night of the exhibition. So
Day before the show.
if you talk about last minute, that's as last minute as you can get, I guess.
That's the way to go, though.
But I can assure you, this year it's not going to be like this. It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same probably.
So
this year.
Does your girlfriend work on knives with you a lot, or just that one time?
She does a lot. I have a fly press. I don't go the easy hydraulic way.
Mhm.
I do everything
Yeah.
by my fly press, and she's operating the fly press while I do the billet. That's the way we handle it. Sometimes we switch it up for easy things, but if you need to keep stuff straight and all that stuff, I do the light work. She does the big work. So
The heavy
that's,
work.
that's teamwork.
Yeah, it is.
Big heads up to her.
Yeah.
She's
But
an amazing help.
You're not making mosaic on the fly press, are you?
Yes, I do.
All your mosaic on, that's amazing.
Yes, I do. I have one doing right now. I do tungsten Damascus.
Yeah.
I don't do the usual Damascus, and this one that I'm working right now is made in the fly press. It's crazy.
That's,
It's a 20 tons. So it's possible. You just have to have a little bit of energy.
Swing it very hard and very
Yeah.
often.
Right. So, I think hydraulic press would be way easier, but the way my shop is built, it's half open. It's under a roof, a little small place, and I do the best with it.
So you don't want to like keep your hydraulics out there.
Yeah, there is no room for it. I'm working on some stuff, but till then, it's outside, and outside with the hydraulic press, it's not the right way. If you know the Salzburg boys, Albert and Fellner, I'm the opposite of those guys.
Okay, well that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how much work that is.
I have a challenge with myself. The smallest shop, I have two shops. One is my forging shop and one is my shop for grinding and all that stuff. And both of them are so tiny. I try to do the best in the smallest place you can imagine. So
So are you like a full-time maker or? Is
no. It's just I don't know if it's straight hobby, but it's still called hobby. But no,
Side hustle.
I have a full-time job.
Yeah, okay. What do you do? Like in a?
We have a company. We have a hotel. And it's a big one. We built ourselves from 2017 to 2022. We opened end of 2022, and we're managing the hotel, and it's kind of taking a lot of time. But yeah,
So you own it or?
no, I'm friends till from our childhood with the owner of the hotel, and we did all the building and all that stuff together. So yeah, I'm pretty deep in it.
Yeah. Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So you've rebuilt it from 2017 till
A new
last
one.
year.
We from scrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You did everything
completely
yourself.
new. No, we're talking about a big hotel. It's not a 10-room hotel. We have 100 rooms and
Lord.
over 4 floors and all that stuff. It's a big one. It's not a little company. Yeah. So
Okay.
wouldn't be possible to do it myself or
No.
with 2-3 people. It's a real company. Yeah. That's what I do.
And before that, did you work in metal or something, or?
I studied engineering. I don't the translation. It's project management and engineering.
Oh yeah.
So I have a background in engineering, but my first job was on that place, and till then it was all management stuff.
I was gonna say that's not like work. It's like making people work. It's not working.
Okay,
yourself.
that's what you said. That's what you said.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's
I
my
know
background.
managers.
Okay, now we see
So-
why the wife's running the fly.
Yeah.
Guys.
He's very good at
Project
telling people what to do. Yeah.
Stop it. So typically, I have a little bit of knowledge of technical stuff and all that. But most of the stuff I learned by myself. Read a lot, tried a lot, talked a lot with makers.
Hey, you're doing a lot of difficult grinds and grind combinations.
Yeah, I try.
Can you tell us like a little bit about some of the grinds? Because I'm trying to improve my geometry also, like the grinds and what they're best for, or like your favorite grinding.
Yeah, it's a development. I started with the regular grinds, then the convex grinds. Then there are people like Camon. Big thanks to him. In my beginning time, I don't know. I think I got on his nerves, asking each day for tips and all that stuff in the beginning. But after that, I tried a lot. I really tried a lot. I did a S grind, double S grind, the hook grind and S grind, and all that stuff. And I slowly started to try for myself. I cook a lot, so I cut a lot and tried it. And now it's going more I mainly do customs, and therefore I ask right-handed, left-handed, and therefore I have a asymmetrical grind. Most of my grinds, even the S grinds and hook grinds, are asymmetrical. So it's not always a 50-50.
I'm looking at the coil. Is it coil
Choil.
shot of the asymmetrical grind here?
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
Yes. So because I started to, when I was cutting with normal knives and all that stuff, I did get a feeling that I'm going to the left more, or going more to the right. In my case, it's more I don't know what it's called in English, but I was skipping to the left, more to the left. My knife was twisting to the left. So to compensate this one, for example, I do the grind a little bit asymmetrical to balance this one out when someone is cutting with a knife.
Yeah, Matt, if you go to his homepage and scroll down a tiny bit on the right-hand side, he's got a lot of choil shots. You can see.
Yeah, right.
hook
Yeah,
grind
right now the choil shots are on the right side. Whenever I post and upload new pictures, they should be in the middle, but I was lazy the last few weeks.
How the fuck do you manage that?
I really don't know. Don't ask me. And you have to
So
consider
who does your social media?
Myself.
Oh, how do you get them all on the same side?
So it's always a combination of 3 pics. Like I said, usually you have to post one normal pic from the knife, then the choil shot, and then the other side of the knife. And when you do this all the time, you will get this one,
It's very awesome.
the pattern like this. Yeah, it's pleasing for the eyes. That's why I do
It's
it.
a nice clean page. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can see right now, it's not that clean anymore. But I will start to implement those again one day.
Yeah, the hook grind is looks like a tough one to do.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's tough on. You have to find the right balance. You can go too deep, and then you're screwed. If you are not deep enough, it will not work really good. I combine. If you take a look at the last hook grind I did, I combine a very convex grind on the one side with a hook on the other side, and that worked really wonders for me. But I'm still.
I can't.
Yeah. How are you getting the hook shape? Is that kind of like when you're on the belt grinder getting near the plunge line? Is it that kind of what it is?
No. You got me on this one in English. I will try my best. You do the horizontal. Your belt grinder has to be on horizontal.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
you need the wheel, the contact wheel, and you do a plate where you can put your knife on it with a little. I think it's called shims. So you have a space between the plate where the knife is sitting on and the contact wheel for around, I don't know, 10 millimeters if you want the hook to be at 10 millimeters height. And then the contact wheel is just grinding on that part of the knife. And the edge till these 10 millimeters up from the edge will not get touched. Like I said, it's difficult for me to explain it in English.
I think
it
what
would.
you mean.
Yeah. So the belt's kind of hanging off the wheel a tiny bit, And that's
No,
where
no,
you're making
the belt
contact
is
on the blade?
the belt is just on the contact wheel, but in horizontal mode. You have to
Yeah.
think about it, not the usual 90 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the knife is horizontal, and then you go from one side
Over
to the
wheel.
other.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
But-
grinding
but-
like on half of the wheel.
Yeah, no, it's full of the wheel, but the wheel is not touching everything because the plate where the knife is
That's
sitting
what- yeah.
on is a little bit under the wheel. So, and if you like, you can choose how much of the hook grind or how much edge is shown. If you like 8 millimeters, you do 8 millimeters between the plate and the beginning of the contact wheel, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how it goes. And from there, just try and error.
My God.
You're gonna try that, Matt?
Awesome. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Like I love looking at it. I respect the hell out of it, but that's not for me. Nope.
Yeah. The funny thing is, you seen the Albert that is working with Fellner.
Yeah.
The knife that you are seeing right now, I think the first hook on my page is for him. It was a change between one of his knife visors,
Okay.
and I just wrote it. At that time I didn't know who he was. I just saw the knife vise, and I thought to myself, yeah, I need this one, and I wrote him. I said, hey, are you down? Let's do a change. Let's do a swap. I will give you a knife. You will give me the vise, and it worked out great. That's
It's a good trade.
the bunker that you see is for it's at his home.
I'll have to check it out next time.
Trading. I like trading. Trading is awesome.
Better than moving money around.
Yeah.
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 I just picked up a batch of 20 of those vices. He just finished them.
I love them. I couldn't
Yep.
live without them anymore. I don't get
So-
money for it, but everyone listening, get yourself one.
Okay. Explain this vice to me. Which one is it?
Keith, I think you're the better one.
Yeah, it's the one that's on my homepage if you go to the tool section. So you mount it to the workbench and you get tilting, like you can tilt it forward, backwards, and all the way around 360 degrees. And also where the knife is clamped, you can turn it like 360 degrees. So you can work on like all the angles of the knife on the blade, and you can also turn it around and clamp the handle and work it from that direction too.
Yeah. Like a better version of the TR maker thingy.
Yeah, and the back is open, so you could like actually put a sword in there if you wanted to.
Oh, it's open.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
Very cool.
Now, do you have the attachment for it, for like the hidden tang to glue up?
No, on that time when I got it, there was no attachment there, so I have to live without it.
Yeah.
But I don't
That's
do
nice.
gluing anymore. I don't glue anymore, so that's why I don't
How
need
do
it.
you? What do you mean
I
you
have
don't glue?
bolt-on constructions. All my handles are bolt-on constructions,
Mhm.
threaded
don't glue-
and
You don't glue to seal the wood or anything, or you don't need to.
I do. What I do is I use Loctite for this for the mechanism to screw it tidy,
Mhm.
and on the ricasso part where it goes to the wood, the transition, the end cap. For if you
Yeah.
look at my pictures, it's sealed with epoxy or silicone to make sure that no moisture will get in it.
So just the bolster area, and
The
rest
bolster
is
area,
screwed on.
yeah.
Yep.
The rest is screwed on and it's working really good. I have one here that I usually put apart and take a look if everything's fine. So far so good.
What's your theory behind it? Is it also better?
For me and the way I work, it's way better because I can I have always the same position on the knife. So when I put the knife in the handle, I have always the same position. There is no moving, there is no twisting or anything. And the way I do my Western shaped handles, I don't know if you took a look at it. I can't do them with the knife on. it's nearly impossible. If I glue the knife on the handle and then grind, it's nearly impossible to don't hit the blade while grinding those facets.
And you do those facets also by hand?
Freehand. Everything is freehand. I don't own a jig. I don't own one single jig.
I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I guess if you have some crazy guy who is taking measurements all from left and right, I think someone like Charles Leinhardt he will find some differences, but in normal cases it's okay. It's enough for the people.
Talk about jigs. He's got a jig for everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm looking and I'm amazed, but I can't wrap my head around.
I think he spends more time building jigs than knives.
Perhaps. The outcome is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
So we should send him an invite. We've been talking about it for 2 episodes now.
Would be nice. I will listen.
Keith?
Get on it, Matt.
Put him on the list. Okay. I just got a package from Jeff Vader.
Let's see. You got the friction folder.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still haven't opened it yet. Haven't opened it yet.
What's wrong with you?
But I don't have time, you fucker, because now my middle son, when I put him to bed, it's like get downstairs, make coffee, and get on the podcast. So
crazy, the patience. I couldn't.
No, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm holding a knife to open it, but it makes too much. It's too noisy. So
go ahead, mute yourself, and then you can tell us about it.
Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. But then it will take all the fun out of the episode.
It's gonna torture us.
So, you guys met like for the first time on Solingen?
I guess so. Yes, we did 2 years ago.
Yep. You didn't follow each other before, and
no, we did. I think I did follow Keith. I don't know if he followed me, but I did follow Keith.
Yeah.
Do you buy stuff from Keith?
On that point, no, because one thing that's it's a shipping from Austria to Germany is most of the time not that cheap, but nowadays I buy stuff from him. So
I think it's better from Holland to Germany is way better.
Yeah, way better, right?
Yeah, you could deliver. It's not that far.
You are laughing, but sometimes when you drive over to Holland, it's cheaper than to ship it from Keith to me.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
If you have a car with who's not burning that much fuel.
Yeah, well.
He's got a file guide for me, and I think the only file guide with the long extended pins.
Yes, and some straightening hammer, the tungsten, the carbide hammer, and all that.
Carbide hammer.
And lots of G10.
This is going to be a question that I'm just going to ask everyone because of that episode. Yeah. So, do you also break 50% of your blades with that hammer?
No. I did not break one till now. Let's keep it that way.
This is going to be a running joke, man.
So
okay.
Yeah, but
I guess someone broke their knives with it.
Yeah, the guys from Salzburg. But when I was there, he explained to me what he meant. We both misunderstood him, I guess. He said.
Yeah, I think I know what he meant. I think
he has a 50% success rate. He didn't break 50% of his knives with them getting straight using that.
Okay.
They break 50% of their knives with the hammer.
Yeah.
The hammer's fine. The user is the one to blame.
Did you listen to that episode or not?
With Knippenberg, I listened, and
no,
the boys from Salzburg, I listened half of it. I don't listen to everything because, like I told you, my schedule all day is very, what can I call it? It's tight.
Mm-hmm.
I come from my usual work. I do stuff here at home, and then I run to my shop, do the knives. Then I have also my girlfriend, and everything combined is
It's rough.
it's rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it truly is.
So do you ever plan on going full time knife making, or do you like to keep it a side thing like
I
you're doing?
I re- I really don't know. The main thing that keeps me going is to try new stuff and have the freedom of trying stuff and not forcing myself to do stuff. So therefore, I think if I would go the full-time route, it would take a lot of fun out of the game because
Yeah.
I need to pay the bills and all that stuff, and this will go. I don't know if it's good or a bad thing. I don't know.
There's something to be said for like keeping your day job, just because of that. Because the necessity to sell could force you to like do whatever sells best. You know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that worries me, if you can
Mhm.
say it like this. But yeah,
Yeah.
You're making
yeah,
mostly custom knives, so if you're only doing custom knives,
yeah.
it'll be tough to go full time doing that.
uh, I think so. That will be tough, and the output from me is. Ooh. I think I'm always joking with Olli, Öl knives, Oliver Mertens. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah,
Earl and me, we are just joking, and I think we both are one of the slowest knife makers on this planet.
you
Uh,
can't be slower than me.
I really don't know. Have a talk with Ollie, and then we will see. But I really, for example, Hangler, Tobias Hangler is
Yeah,
was telling to Ollie, hey, I do my grinds in 10 minutes, and Ollie and me, we were on the same place. We looked at each other and we said, okay, we are about 2 to 3 hours for a grind
yeah,
after hardening and all that stuff. It's just we're slow.
yeah. But he's got a lot of practice using some of those jigs from Tobin, and he's got it
Yeah.
down pretty efficient with the water cooling and everything.
Yeah, I do water cooling too, but not the jigs. But one day, perhaps, I will give it a try. But I really don't know the way I grind and all that stuff. I have to be free in my movements. I'm a little bit. I don't know if it's called autistic, but some kind of. I need my free space to move the blade around.
So what do you think about Ben Camone's grinder setup? I don't know how you can grind in that. He's got so much water going through, and he's got like guards so he doesn't get wet. Have you seen it before?
Yeah, I've been there. I've been in his shop.
Have you tried to
I,
grind on it?
no, no.
Huh.
We just talked. Take a look at his stuff. He showed me a little bit around. I've been there with Sid. I was visiting Sid.
Yeah.
Sid Knives. Greetings. And we drove over to him, and no, but it's amazing. It works for him. I don't know if I could do it like this,
Yeah, it would be
but
difficult.
it works, and I think it works good.
So did you make a knife with him before, or
No, no, no. I don't know if I. Yeah, let's just say it. I do. We plan to do a collab. A charity collab was what we
hmm
were about, and I talked to him, and I guess we will have a first one sometimes in the future.
nice? And do you know what kind of knife you're gonna do already, or?
Yeah, we talked about like I said before. I do tungsten Damascus only,
hmm
and I would do the blade in tungsten Damascus, and he will do the handle. So I guess it will be something like a Giotto and around 240, 250, something like this.
So when you say tungsten Damascus, what is that exactly for our listeners?
Uh, Usually you have a combination of 50 and 20 and O2 steel, 2842,
hmm
and I use as my dark part, I use 1.2419.05. That's a tuned version of the 2419 steel.
hmm
Um, Achim Wirtz does the steel,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's I think Jannis Xerxes would call it performance Damascus.
So is that steel hard to find right now, or is it getting easier?
So far, I have a little bit stashed still, but I think it will get hard to get a hand on it in the future. Most of the good steels somehow, yeah, are gone. 2519. I think Camon have bought everything on the planet, and he's
Yeah.
stacking it under his table.
He just buys
And he's
everything.
not sharing it.
So
No, no way.
okay, I opened the package, guys.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. It's amazing. Do you have one, Keith?
I do
Or
not.
did you not? Oh man. And he added a Fader Knives. What's it called? The beanie. No, it's like the how do you
The
call
winter
that?
hat kind of thing.
That.
Yeah, beanie.
Yeah, beanie. I guess. Okay, very fucking awesome. Very nice. Last
So how
knife
big-
of the year.
How big is it?
It is ginormous.
I thought it would be.
It is
Just
like
because
a-
I'm thinking to myself how big a Subway coin would be, and if that's
Yeah.
the pivot, that thing's got to be giant.
yeah, it's like the size of like a euro. The pivot.
The pivot, that's big.
Yeah. It's like half the size of my laptop, man. It's enormous. I love it. Okay.
crazy.
Sorry for that. So I heard a tungsten Damascus.
Yes.
Can you explain that to a novice like me? What does
Yeah,
it
you
mean?
already did, Matt. You were sleeping.
Like really?
Yeah, but I think it's easy. It's just the regular Damascus. Just switch the dark O2 part, the 2842, with tungsten steel.
Tungsten
That's
steel.
tungsten steel. The making is a little bit harder. I'm just crazy. I do TIG weld everything. So
That's not crazy. That's epic. TIG
That's
welding
ins-
is the way to go.
Yes, but did you ever do a complete Damascus billet? Each
No.
layer. So I'm. It's around 1 hour. 1.5 hours. I need to start with the metal sheets around. That's something I need to start. My argon usage is through the roof. So yeah,
So
I
it's
need to
1
find a better.
hour of welding. You completely shut it down, like
Yes,
yeah. Do you
So
use
the-
filler?
So he has to completely enclose the bar or the jacket.
Airtight.
Yeah. Do you use filler?
No. Just so I don't need to grind everything away and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just melting it together, welding it together.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not the best way to go for the future.
But any other welding process is adding a lot of bullshit to your billet.
Yeah.
So
I only have a TIG welder. I bought one regular, I don't know what it's called in English, a welder,
MIG.
a cheap, something like this, but without gas. It's Fülldrahtschweißen, it's called in German. I don't know.
A stick
oh
welder.
yeah. No, is
But
it like sticks or with
not-
a
not-
wire?
With the wire, not the sticks.
Yeah,
the wire.
it's like filled. How do you call
But
that?
but it's garbage. It's just for the it's on my shop, in my forging shop, and just for any case if I need to weld something, a shitty weld, this is the way to go. But otherwise, just TIG welding everything.
It's whenever I see that, I'm like, oh my god, that's only for repair welding. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's terrible. You just need to plug it into to an electrical socket and you can weld. You don't need gas. You don't need anything. That's why it's convenient.
Yes, that's why I choose it for my shop, because I don't need to stash any gas or whatever. Like I said, it's just a tiny forging shop, so I do the best with it.
I think you're doing amazing because I've got a huge shop. Yeah, half of it is empty. So consider moving to Holland, and you've got a space.
Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will.
Do it, man. It's better than Germany.
I love Holland. You know, I'm regularly with my girlfriend. We drive over to Venlo, and we go
I
to
thought you said
Albert
Holland.
Holland, Netherlands, Holland, whatever you like, and then
Venlo is-
we go to Albertine, and
Oh,
we
yeah,
get
yeah.
we get ourselves Frank's hot sauce buffalo wings.
Yes.
It's
Good shit.
we're crazy. I put that stuff on everything. Everything, my friend. So
Over the hand, yeah.
you can't get
Venlo,
any.
yeah. Venlo is very far away for me. Like for
Yeah, I guess so.
for Holland terms, like because for the rest of the world everything is close in Holland, but because we're tiny.
Mershad, you drive like 4 hours to get hot sauce?
No, it's not 4 hours. It's around 1 hour. It's a little bit less
He-
than
he-
1 hour.
Keith.
Keith, I'm
He's-
dedicated to everything I do. It's just
Yeah.
normal stuff is not for me.
And he's not riding a camel like you do, Keith.
I judge everything distance by time. How long?
Yeah, you as a businessman with your own shop and all that
No,
stuff.
it's just the American in him.
Okay.
Because Americans always say like, "Oh, that's like a half an hour away." Okay,
Yeah.
by
Okay.
what?
If you ask for directions, everything's
Yeah.
20 minutes away. Or
That's nothing. I drive a lot around. I visit lots of knife makers, and like I said, Ollie is 2 hours from far from me. Jonas is a good friend. He's 2 hours away from me, and regularly I visit them.
Mm-hmm.
So we have just some fun forge
And-
stuff.
And you're gonna meet up with Jeroen?
With who? Yes,
Jeroen,
we play. Oh,
Jeroen.
Jeroen. Yeah. We talked. It's in the planning, but he's busy. I have to take some time. We will have one day. We will meet together with
Hmm.
Timo.
Come to Dutch Knife
I-
Exhibition.
I told them that Timo needs to let me know next time when stuff like this is around. I'm always open to visiting all that stuff, collecting as much knowledge and meeting people is one of my main goals in this knife making stuff.
But there's a knife show coming up in Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and me and
they'll
Matt have
all
a
be
table
there.
together.
And Keith
Let me
will
know.
be there.
Let me know when I'm down. I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll do that. We will do that. Keith will let you know.
I hope so.
Right, Keith?
I will. Hey, Matt, we want to go through the Patreon list?
No. Fuck
No?
him.
Do you got
I'm
them
kidding.
off this time?
Yes, please. No, I don't have the list. Send me the list. I'll do it.
So we got 9 patrons. We got Christoph Stiegler from Kanji Knives, Sven from Njord Artisan, Johan Fagerlund from Fagerlund Bladesmith, Travis Haynes from Bird Forge, Roy Rutten, Mark Vanderwerf from 118 Blades, Shay Dachon, Albert
Ooh.
Engelberger, Shay Dachon,
Yeah, ooh.
Albert
I'll wait until
Engelberger
you're
from
done.
Salzburg Messerschmied, and Paul Balletta from Balletta Blades.
Paul Boletta.
Balletta.
He's awesome. Hey, do you still have that keyboard?
The
Do you
sound
still have
effect?
that button with Chi d'Argent on it? Yes.
Chi d'argent. Oui?
We we can't stop that anymore, man.
He's pretty good in French, I guess. Or at least
Yeah,
saying Shay
yeah.
Dachon.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it in there for our friend Chi d'Argent. Capiche?
So I already got a good picture of Mershad, but we can't can't discuss that.
Why?
You got to wait for the episode to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna be your worst nightmare.
Oh, he already knows which one it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did myself no favor. I provided the picture.
Oh,
He sent it to me.
he's gonna. But did he also tell you what he's gonna do with it, like editing wise?
No, he did not, but he will. I'm pretty sure. He won't let me get away with it like that.
He's gonna figure something out. He's good at it.
I'm
It's a
down.
good picture. I can't remember where I saw it. Maybe it was in one of your stories a long time ago or something. And I asked him about it. And he
Yeah,
sent it
I
to me.
posted some stories in that category. But yeah, it's a child in me.
So, oh, go ahead, Keith.
No, just gonna say that Matt's got a question for you, Mershad.
Why?
I'm ready.
Oh, so sorry. So you in the beginning you said you're not originally from Germany.
Yes, I've been born in Iran, in Tehran.
Oh, Wow.
And we moved to Germany when I was around 7 years old.
Okay, so you actually How was Iran? How's living in Iran?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest, because it's not like we fly over here in 5 hours. We left when I was 5 years old, and we
Oh.
were 2 years on the road, you can say. Lots of setbacks, lots of walking, lots of hidden in trucks and all that movie stuff that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot
I-
of those
I did
stories.
that.
So so your parents, you came with your parents,
Yes, I did.
and so they ran. How do you say that? Like a refugee type thing.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
refugees over here. Yes,
yeah,
right.
refugees.
And then
Okay.
we built
Ended
up a
up in
little life for us.
Germany.
Ended up in Germany, yes.
Yeah.
In the beautiful Witten. I need to say it because it's my hometown. Sorry.
Witten.
Witten, yes. It's
Witten.
near Dortmund.
Ah, okay.
Dortmund does. Anybody knows Dortmund.
Yeah. Because of the, how do you say it? The Gelben one? No.
Schwarz-Gelb, Dortmund,
Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
B-
How's
BV
that part of the stadium? Is that the Gelben Wand?
Gelbe, I don't know. I'm not
yeah,
that
it's
into.
that massive wall of supporters.
Oh, crazy! I'm not that into football or soccer. I don't know.
I think it's the
Football, over-
biggest stand like in from all the
You see,
stadiums in the world.
you know more than me.
Oh, yeah, I'm Dutch. We invented football.
Okay. I'm completely okay with it.
Normally, when I tell that to a German, they'll be like, we did.
No, I then we need to talk about other sports. That's not something I'm keen on.
Which
Football.
sport?
I'm into fighting sports. I did
Nice.
fighting myself. I did over 18 years of Taekwondo. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo.
Oh
I
my
did-
God!
I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for over 9 years, MMA for 9 years. So yeah,
Holy fuckeroni! And he makes
Yeah.
knives, so this is like a dangerous dude right here.
We
Yeah,
got
d-
somebody just like that coming on next week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Our next guest.
Yeah.
Looking forward.
Can you guess?
Yes, I know. I
Just
now
a
I
bit-
know. Who.
Oh.
I know. He let me. I will just say this. He's a big one.
He's a big. Well, he's actually very tiny.
Uh, For sure.
He's like half your size, I think.
No.
I
No, he's
think
not
so.
that big.
Yes. No.
Okay,
he's
then
very
I'm
short.
Then we're not talking
Maybe you
about
got
the
the
same
wrong guy.
person. Yes. I guess.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Who's the big man?
Timo.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, he's big. By the
Yes.
way.
Timo is big. He's around.
Yeah.
I think 2 meters. Something a little bit smaller than
yeah,
2 meters.
Yeah. That's like a regular sized Dutch guy. No, the next one is very short and pretty ugly, but
Ugly? It must be Huber.
Yeah.
Must be Huber.
he doesn't listen to this anyway, so fuck it.
No problem.
And that is if he shows up, by the way.
Yeah, he might not. We'll see.
We'll see.
So should we do the next skit?
No.
No, we're gonna skip it.
Why? You never listen to me, so
Welcome to Wanker of the Week.
speaking of short, ugly guys,
Yeah, that might have been him.
so do you have one?
Yeah. Can it be a thing, or
Yeah,
does it
sure.
have to be a person?
Can be
A thing.
Anything.
Did you see my story that I posted today? The integral.
no.
Yes, I did.
I did work on it for lots of hours, and I was I do after my grinds and all that stuff. When the edge is on 0 and all that stuff, I do stoneworks to truing the bevels and all that stuff. And when the slurry of the stone touched the edge of the knife, I could see clearly a big crack around 1 centimeters going from the edge high. So that's for sure my wonker of the week.
Where was the crack?
This
right
knife,
in the middle
wank,
of the blade?
wank, wank. I don't know. It's laying in the kitchen right now, and yes, it was right half an hour before we started here.
Oh my god.
That's for sure the one for the week.
So can you make a shorter knife out of it or anything, or is it ruined?
I don't know if it's looking good with the integral on it. That's the bad thing on it, the integral for the proportions
okay.
and all that stuff. But we have, and the other bad thing, it's the gift from my mother for her birthday.
How much time you got till her birthday?
Let me say 7 days.
You can do it.
Yeah, you've done worse. I just heard.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. So that's mine.
Good one. Keith?
Yeah, mine's not that good. It's just gonna be ice rain. We have had ice rain for like 2 days, and it's been horrible driving, and the truck's frozen, and the stupid crash sensors on the truck just beep all the time for no reason because there's ice on it. And
Terrible. Isn't that like normal for you guys over there in the mountains?
no, not really. No, not that often.
Okay. Mine is gonna be. I'm struggling on who to blame this on, because it's actually my own fault, but I don't like blaming myself for stuff. So it's gonna be the movement, like the green movement, that made me get like a heat pump instead of a fucking normal CV type thing. Do you know those
Okay.
electrical? How do you call that? It's like a heater pump thing.
Well, a heat pump would be like to heat your house or
Yeah,
cool at the
that.
same time.
Yeah, that fucking thing. Fuck it. I hate
Why?
it.
What's the matter with it?
Because I've spent like close to $100,000 on solar panels, on 3 of those fucking heat pumps and every shit for my entire property and all that bullshit. And now, like every time the temperatures get like close or below zero, my fucking electrical thingy fails. I don't know the English for it, but like it's 3-phase that comes into your house.
Yeah.
One of them gets fucking overheated and fucking it blows out all the time now. It
So
just
you lose
my
one phase of power.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's like half of your shit.
Yeah, it's because it's not balanced correctly. You got too much load on
No,
one phase.
I've hired a guy, paid him a shit ton of money to fucking do that. You know, like he rearranged the
should be
whole
the-
thing.
You should be the wanker of the week. You paid some guy who didn't know what he was doing.
No, because no, he actually said like you're fucked because you need like a bigger connection to the how do you call that, to the grid. I think
Yeah.
I needed. Now it's like 3 times 25 amps.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think so. And now I need to go up it to 36.
Oh.
Which also costs a shit ton of money, and
Yeah.
my monthly thing is gonna go up. It's just bullshit. All because they said it was a good idea to get like off the gas because of Uncle Putin, and well, they're full of shit because it doesn't work.
Mine works great. I don't know why you have 3 of them though.
Yeah, because my parents-in-law,
Yeah.
they have like they live like in the same building, and they have their own heat pump.
Mhm.
And then I rent out a building like close to
okay.
our house, and it also has a heat pump, and it's all
Yeah.
on the same.
On the same grid.
We have like one connection to the road. Yeah. So I'm fucked.
Time to upgrade.
Yeah. It's bullshit though. Because like now every time that plug that it fails and then you're without power and then you realize that nothing works anymore.
Yeah, of
You
course not.
cook,
You got no power.
everything is yeah, but it like it's better to just also have the ability to heat your house with gas or wood or whatever, and also like still have warm water if there's no power and shit like that. I think we're getting too dependent on electricity, basically.
Or a forge in your living room.
That would be great.
Yeah,
I haven't.
he's got
I
a
should
few of
just. Yeah, I've got a few of them.
Keith, there's
Pretty
one
cool
guy.
ones.
There's one guy you might know who has one in his living room. You know Bat, Mark?
Yeah.
Bat knives?
Yeah,
He has
I heard
some
I heard that he has one in his living room. Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy with it.
What? He has a forge in the living room?
Yeah, it's hard to explain everything, but yes, some kinda. And not just only that. He's a very, very talented, special guy, I would say. Love him.
Okay,
He's like,
uh,
I'm gonna need to have this explained to me.
I can't explain it to the fullest because I'm not that good into it, but we did some video calls in the past when there was Corona and all that stuff. We had video calls with 3 to 6 knife makers, and we talked and everything. And he showed us around in his living room. It was amazing.
His
knife
living room
maker's
is
dream.
also his shop.
Some kind of,
Okay.
but I'm not.
I'm
free of
trying.
that. I said I'm not free of that too, so I do my stuff everywhere. I have a workroom where I do little stuff with my lasers and my CNC and all that stuff staying around. But sometimes I go in the kitchen, I work in the kitchen. Sometimes I go to the living room, eating table. I use every space that I have because I'm not normal.
No. So how old are you?
I'm 37.
37. Okay.
Yeah.
And my wife would kill me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife
I
would
guess-
kill me, and since I'm having kids, it's just not an option.
Yeah.
they
No.
take up
no,
all the space.
I think internally she is trying to kill me, and she's strangling me with her eyes. But yeah, I'm a mess.
And she literally could choke you to death, I think, because she's always handling that swing press. So
I guess she could. I hope she can't, but perhaps she can.
be careful, man.
Yeah, always sleeping with the eyes open.
Yeah, one eye open.
Well, you've had a lot of training anyway, combat training.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
makes sense.
I don't know if Spotify is okay with it. but-
Spotify can lick my ball sack.
Okay, that's the
I
answer.
always try to say things that Keith like he
He
trying to
checks
make
on me
him-
to see if I'm gonna edit stuff out or not.
yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
okay, now I get it.
Yeah. Well, did you? Yeah, you edited out some things. Today was it today? This morning when I texted you, Keith.
Yeah, you texted me and was complaining that I edited something out and you didn't even listen
but
to the episode.
I was not. I was listening to it. I was like, we already had that part, but I guess we didn't. So I teased him. I said, "You woke fucking bastard! Why did you skip that out?" And then he didn't. So
You
I
got
apologized,
that
and he
Hol-
didn't accept my apologies.
I think he has that Holland short-term memory loss sometimes.
Yeah, Mr. Goldfish.
The stuff that they have over there.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
The green
Oh
stuff.
my god! Oh dear! It's always the same. No, but now I know why you keep driving to Holland.
No,
You
it's
say
I'm
you
completely
say
not
Albert
into
Heijn.
that.
You say
No.
Albert Heijn, but you mean something else.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do shit when it's completely not for me.
No.
I would
same.
do nothing after stuff like this. Nothing.
Same. I've done it a few times because like since I was born, it's legal here and whatnot. But it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I turn into a fucking idiot straight away, and it's just I keep staring at the wall and think I'm falling like right through the couch. So
Same
it's not
over
for
here.
me. Yeah, it's not. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It makes me. Ugh. Nope.
You don't drink either, Mershad, right?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes. Right now, just for the feeling, I have a beer over here. But yeah, it depends on my fitness level. Right now, I think 20 kilos above my good weight, so I can't swear here right now. I don't give
Fuck
it.
it, of course you can.
I don't give a shit right now. I'm in the bad health mood, so I eat what I want, I drink what I want. But there are other times when I'm focusing on my gym and eating healthy, no gluten, no nothing. So that's the shitty phase right now. But when I'm going to the gym and all that stuff, no alcohol, no nothing.
This is a guy that knows like what he can and what he cannot do.
Discipline.
Yeah, this is I mean, it is. If you can have like your fuck you period and just know like I'll fix that like in a couple of months, no problem.
Yeah.
Then it's like that's life. That's
Yeah.
it.
I was forced to because I think Keith doesn't know it. Around 1 year ago, I fucked up my hand with an incident in my shop.
Yeah.
I had it's not a grinding disc. It's what is it called?
Like a cut-off disc.
It's not a cut-off disc. It's a grinding disc, but in a shape. It's a big one. The Kyle Royer always uses those ones. They are around 10 centimeters high. Topfscheibe it's called.
Yeah, like a
What
cup.
the fuck is this?
A cup disc.
A
or
cup.
something.
Yes, a cup disc. Something like
Oh,
this.
those are horrible.
My man and everyone listening, don't use that stuff. I'm not the
Yo.
only one. After I
Yeah.
posted the story,
Yeah.
my hand was completely, I don't know what's it called, but
Fucked.
in pieces, fucked up in pieces, completely. All the pieces from the stone, it's a stone, the grinding this, were in my hand. I needed surgery, and after that, I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go to my shop. Couldn't do knives. I was out for over 6 months.
That's
So
horrible.
the stone like
Okay.
shattered and pieces went flying, right?
The stone shattered pieces in my hand, and even right now they couldn't remove everything. There is still some stuff in my hand, but it's not doing any harm. So, and I have the stones that I took out of my hand. I still have them, and I told you I'm a crazy guy. I still want to make a knife for myself with
The handle.
the pieces of the stone in the spacer in the handle.
And that one that's still in your hand is good for hand sanding too.
So where did you use that disc for? If I
I was about to grind one of my billets for restack, a Damascus restack in my shop.
so it's like a cup thingy, right? But
Yeah,
then like the complete hard ones.
The
Yeah.
complete hard ones. Usually, I use the regular grinding discs. Those around I think 5 millimeters, 10 millimeters thick.
Yeah, thick. Yeah.
Like a flap
in-
disc.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yep.
And on that day, I didn't have any on hand. I was about to go and get some from Bauhaus. It's our store.
Yeah, we have that
where I
too.
get- So yes, and I was already in my car, and the one next to my shop, he have a wood shop. He's doing woodwork, and I also do my wood stuff and my cutting tables and all that stuff there. He ran out and said, "Hey, Mershad, I have one. This you don't need to go buy it. Here you go." He gave it to my hand. I parked my car, get out, moved, put it on the angle grinder, and 5 minutes later,
Like did it just explode?
explode in everywhere. One of the pieces got thrown to his leg, but lucky for him, it didn't go through his jeans. My biggest luck was I was wearing my leather
Apron.
apron, but everything else fly all around, and my hand was the nearest one, so that's where I got a
Terrible,
big
man.
scar. Yeah.
But it's a good story for to tell other people. Like, don't fuck around with that shit. And also because that guy could have had that thing laying in his shop for like 10 years.
Yeah, that's the problem. They get old and they dry out and get brittle.
I want to say to everyone who's listening, those discs, every one of them has an expire date. No one, I
exactly.
didn't know. Everyone I talked to didn't know this stuff, but every one of those discs have an expiring date. Watch it.
Yeah, I know this because the the company I used to work in, I always used buy that stuff for the company, and like after 2 years, we just threw everything away.
Yeah.
And with throwing everything away was just like the people like would take it home and still use it. But there's like if they say it's like 2 years, it's fine for 3 years. But like if it really dries out, it'll explode.
Not worth it.
Just don't
Not
even
worth
use them. It's not worth it.
No.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro. I mean, it's a cool story.
I could go without that story for sure,
Yeah,
but
of course.
it's a learning curve, I would say.
Yeah. Don't fuck around with stuff.
So he
Stop
had his wife
fucking
finishing
around.
all his knives for him for 6 months.
Yeah.
Hands
It was just crazy. Most of my customers, they know they're okay with it, no problem at all. But yeah, life has to go on. But I was getting depressed at home. I can't do stuff like that. I'm not used to it.
Not used to just sitting around.
It's crazy. I can't. I'm getting, man. I need to grind something. I need to I don't know, build something.
You're busy. Yep. You don't have any stories like that, Matt? You didn't injure yourself?
No, you wanna hear my like? Do you have a minute?
Yeah. Let's hear
I
it.
once fell out of a fucking high. How do you call that? Like one of those work thingies on a forklift.
Yeah.
7 meters to like on concrete.
Oh.
Like the ones with the basket on it?
Yeah.
Like a scissor lift?
But then on a forklift.
Oh, okay.
So we
So
were
it
working
slid
the
off
job.
the forks?
Yeah, it was fucking horrendous. It was fucking awful. Like before that, I would like we do installment jobs and everything, and I would be like Spider-Man. You know, I had no fear whatsoever, and so you'd expect me to like fall down when doing something stupid, you know. But we were at this job, and at that factory they had like one of those. What would you call that? Like one of those work thingies for on the forklift. They had that available for us to use if we needed it. So I worked in that thing like the majority of the day, no problem whatsoever. And it had two beams underneath it that would fit the forks of the forklift, and you could just put 2 shafts through the back so it couldn't fall off.
Yeah,
you know?
so it can't
It's very
slide out.
yeah, very secure. Nothing, no problem. And so we had like an hour left to do, and it was already late. So we said like we'll finish that tomorrow morning. Is that okay? And the guy from the company, like the manager there, the project manager, and he said like, oh, it's fine. Put the forklift with the bin in that corner. They won't use it tonight, so tomorrow you can grab it again and finish the job. Okay. So we get there in the morning. The forklift is standing like exactly where I left it the day before. I get on it, drive it to the right spot. I grab some tools, and I go into the let's just call it a bucket for now. I don't know the actual English. I stand in it, and my coworker is he's sitting on the forklift, just lifting me, and obviously, like always, I forget like one tool I needed. So I was like, "Hey, go grab me that and throw it to me." And I step to the side of that bucket, and the entire thing just fucking flips. Like it flips to the side. And then there's like nothing to stand on, so I fucking fall down.
So did the basket hit you too?
Yeah, no. This is what my coworker told me. He was like, I fell, very like, more like I was straight down, like with my feet first.
Yeah.
You know. So and they still don't know how, but I was laying on the floor, and then I was a bit lucky that the basket, it kind of got stuck between the forklift and the wall for like a second or so, because the forklift was pushing against the wall of the building.
Yeah.
And then I made like some weird jump thingy one more time, like to the side, and then the bin fell down next to me.
So like just missed it.
Yeah, and
Lucky.
yeah, very lucky, but it's like physically completely impossible because the leg that hit the concrete first was like what's the bone called between like your knee and your ankle?
Tibia and fibula.
Those two?
Yes, there are two.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah,
knee
they-
to the ankle, tibia
Yeah.
and fibula.
Yeah, those two they shattered right through my ankle and my foot. So it was a fucking shit show. It was everything was broken in there. That whole foot it's still fucked up, but it was completely shattered. And then my knees held somehow, and my I think it's called femur, the upper bone.
Yeah, the femur.
It's a femur, yeah, femur.
Yeah, that one also broke, and it came out through the side of my leg, like it came out.
Yeah.
Like an open bone thingy, and then my wrists. It's like it's completely like what hit first, you know. First the foot completely fucked, then the upper leg completely fucked, then my both my wrists, like trying to
Catch yourself.
catch yourself. So both my wrists they broke, and then my face, so my nose and my how do you call that bone under your eye? Thingy,
Orbital bone.
Yeah,
Orbital
that
bone.
cheek that was also fucked up, and
Yeah.
teeth missing and stuff like that.
Ouch.
So that's a good story. Yeah, don't stand in those fucking things, and it's just so but because I came out perfectly like fine. Eventually, it took me like 4 years to recover. Like in total, it's not like I've been lying on bed for 4 years, but like I've had surgery on my foot for.
Did you hurt your shoulder?
No, luckily not.
Lucky you. That's the worst one. I nearly broke every bone in my body till now from all that fighting and all that other. I did skateboarding and all that stuff. So I know a lot. Man, my shoulder injury, it's the worst one. The worst.
It's basically the same as your like if you shatter your foot like I did.
Yeah.
They can't do anything, and with your shoulder and your collarbone and all stuff like that, it's the same. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
They can't wrap it up. They can't put screws in it. It's just so like with my foot, it was so shattered. The doctor that actually treated me was in an academic hospital, so one of the best ones in Holland, and he said there were some studies done in Israel, because apparently these type of injuries happen a lot there. Don't ask me why, but they happen a lot there, and they did a test like with a shattered foot like that. In 50%, like they 100 people they treated, 50 people they did nothing. They just let it all grow into one fucking mess, and the other they tried to reassemble the entire foot, and with screws and all the stuff, and it made no difference in the outcome.
Oh.
So they just put like two wires. It's like stainless steel thick wires. They stabbed it in there to keep everything like sort of in place, put cast around it, and said like, don't look at it. You cannot even look at it for 12 weeks. But then the upper leg, which is some fuckery, and I think that you know this if you had a lot of broken bones, that if you wanted like a normal fracture,
Yeah.
they put like something like pins in it or whatever, and they want you to push on it. So they actually want you to start walking very fast,
Yes,
because
yes.
it'll help with training. But then the foot underneath it, I couldn't even look at it.
Damn.
They didn't. So it fucked up the entire
process.
Like yeah, it was some fuckery, man. Yeah. So, but back to the story. Why? Apparently that night, some sadistic fuck actually use that forklift, and by using it, it means he had to sit on the forklift, put it on, then go off, take out the pins, use the fucking forklift, and then instead of either putting the forklift next to it and don't reassemble it, he just put the forks together and shoved them between the beams and put the forklift back in this exact same spot.
And you never found out who it was?
No, of course not. The manager, that was a funny story. That's why I don't like managers very much. This dude, he was in the same bin with me the day before, helping us out. So he was actually in the same cart as me, on that thing, helping us put that big ass thing on the against the wall. And the next day, before the police and everything arrived, the bin was gone and destroyed. And he said, I don't know what they used for this job.
Oh man.
That's just yeah. It's
Say no more.
It's just terrible. That's my coworker still says to this day. He says like, if I ever get that guy in front of my car, I'm not stopping.
Yeah. You clearly won, Matt.
I won.
On the injury side, yes, you won.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
In comparison to me, I said with my hand, you won the game. Crazy.
That was it was 2010 or something. Yeah. And I still, because what they basically did with my foot was just after, I think 1.5 years, I said to the doctor, like, this is not, like, either chop it off or fix it, because this is, I can't, it was just walking on a fucking broken foot all the time. Even when everything was healed, it was just so fucked up and mangled and wrong. I just said, chop it off or fix it. And then he was like, stop being dramatic. We don't have to chop it off. They can, apparently, they can just scrape out some bone out of your pelvis or something, and they use it as cement to take out all the movement in the foot. And then now I'm almost pain-free. But you could test it out, even if you're going to the gym a lot. Go stand on one foot and look at it and see what moves in your foot. Yeah. If you're standing on one foot, you'll see everything moves, to keep it in balance. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that I don't have that anymore in one foot. Damn. But it was the best surgery I ever had, because after that it was so much better than before. It was just crazy.
That's a crazy story.
Gotta love a crazy story.
Baskets.
So now that you probably imagine I walk around like a fucking pirate, but you don't know. If you don't know, you don't see it. But,
yeah, now we'll be watching your foot all the time.
Yeah. So, Keith, do you have a good story like that?
Yeah, I have a story with some good news. Me and Mershad had a phone call last night with Ben and Tim. We're working on the charity knife project that we were talking about before. And he had a lot of good news for us. Is it your girlfriend that works at this charity?
No, it's our company. Like I told you, it's a big company.
You're the guy.
I think I'm the guy. I don't know.
Yeah. You're that guy. Okay.
We are very close to the CEO of that company, and we raise in the let me say 5 digits each year for them. Each sleepover at our hotel, we provide some of the money for Kinderlachen, and in the year combined, we do a lot of charity work for them. So I knew exactly, okay, let's go with them. And I meet up with the CEO yesterday, and they took a lot of work from our shoulders and from your shoulders, because you began with Tim and Ben. So only good news. They will take care of lots of stuff, and on with their help, we can raise even more money for our project.
Yep,
So-
definitely.
So
That's
what do you
what we
mean?
needed.
What are they gonna do?
Kinderlachen is a charity company that provides help, everything you can imagine for children with needs.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know the owner, the CEO, so I know that the money is going to the right place. So it's not a sketchy one where you don't know is it going
Yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah.
right or
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah.
He lives in the same town as me, or in the same where I work in Dortmund, and therefore our connection was really tight. So I talked to him, and they are also at the knife this year. They have a booth with all our knives presented, and yesterday on our
So,
call.
but
Yep.
what is the part that they're taking care of? What was the good news? Like,
The good news, for example, is that they do the advertisements and do newspaper work, for example. They do all the paperwork on the Keith. Now you have to help me with the
Yeah, like for all the
tombola,
legality things.
all the legality stuff, and in Germany everything has to be told to the state and to the city and all that stuff. They will do a bank account for us. They will do a back end on their website where you can directly buy the tickets for the charity. This one is a real hard one to do on our own. So this one is a big help. They have their own development team and all that stuff. They also
Nice.
will provide people on the booth on the exhibition, so that we knife makers can stay on our booths and don't have to watch the knives. They they do nearly everything for us. So
that's
big
pretty
thanks.
amazing, man. Yeah.
Big thanks to Mark for all this help.
Yeah, so they're gonna be doing a lot of some advertisement in a newspaper like a week
Yeah.
before, and we'll be able to direct everybody to the website for payments, so we can do online and at the show ticket sales. So
And the
So
biggest help. And the biggest help is all the buyers, all the ones that we have will be collected in a sheet, in an Excel sheet or stuff like this, and it's a shit ton of work to put
Yeah.
everyone together and then put a number to the name. If we did only selling tickets on the knife, it wouldn't be that hard. But now that we combine the online part and in real time, we can't use numbers for those people. So we have to go by the name, and they need to, after, if 3,000 people buy tickets at the knife show, they need to put 3,000 names in a sheet together with the website buyers. So it's a shit ton of load for them, and I'm really glad that they take this one.
take that work from us.
Yeah.
That's a
Amazing,
huge help.
amazing.
Very, 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 very cool.
Yeah.
Matt's gonna buy some tickets, he said.
Yeah, definitely, of course. I did, like, is there something else that like, if someone wants to do something or whatever, how, like, other than buying tickets, is there something like we can do for the?
I can. You go, Keith.
I would say repost. We're gonna be posting about it before the show and sending out links to the website where you can buy tickets. Just repost and tell everybody you can.
Yeah.
So I can't like donate like an Apollo Forge or whatever.
you can. I can give you my address. The more awareness we raise, the better for us. The more money, the better. So that's what people can do. And on the other part, whatever you can do as a charity work, do it for myself or Camon, for example. I did each year one charity knife. I lost my cousin to cancer, so therefore I always each year I do a charity knife. I sell it, and the money goes to some charity place. Camon does it too. So if you are able to do stuff, whatever it is, if it's
Of course.
ceramics,
Do it.
if it's knives, if it's whatever, do your best and help when you can help.
I'm gonna think of something. It's cool to do it at the show.
There's a lot of that in the knife community, seems like. But everybody's always
Worldwide. Yeah.
Yep.
It's always cool to see that, to see people rallying up behind something. And
I was wondering. But last episode you talked about that Holland, the makers don't are that tied together and they don't support. I was wondering because I did not. I was just presented by love and good feeling from all the other makers when I began my journey as a knife maker. Just positive encounters for me.
Yes,
so
no, it's not like we have like shitty encounters. There's just like with Keith, for example, they
Yeah.
have like it's not like a group with a name or whatever, but it's just they're much tighter than I don't know. We kind of lack that in Holland, but I will say that the Dutch knife artisans is what the name is. Yeah, that's the beginning of something similar. Like yeah.
I'm happy to have this community because I learned lots of stuff from my friends. Each one have their strengths, and I talk to them. I learn from them, and combined, that's where I'm at now. So, and always still learning.
Always something else to learn.
Yeah.
You can move into sheaths or all kinds of different kinds of handle materials or forging. You can get a real forge and a real hammer, power hammer.
A real power hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you
one day.
go, when you work at other people's houses and you work on the power hammer, does it make you nervous working with a big machine like that, or would you rather be on the fly press?
I'm used to that in the time now. I really don't know. There is something good and something bad. A power hammer, for example, it's always too much force. You have to watch it. Otherwise, your billet is going to throw up and down. It's a wild thing. You have to tame, I would say. But if you are asking me, if I'm somewhere else, I'm happy to work with that stuff. And when I'm in my shop, I'm happy to have the contrast and work by bare hands and my own power. So, or the power of my girlfriend in that case. Yeah.
I was just gonna say like your power. Yeah, right.
Most of the time before I met my girlfriend, for real now, I did all that stuff alone. I think there is one doing amazing work. Ellard Blacksmith, I think he's called. He does his stuff and he does crazy stuff. He's an American guy, I guess. Ellard Blacksmithing, he's called.
Yeah.
He has a fly press. He does all his work, and just take a look at his page. He's crazy. So it's possible. Even without a girlfriend.
Yeah, I took a class with Tobias Hangel, and we did a lot of work on the fly press that he's got also.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
But I guess as I know, Hangler, he has a big fly press, I guess.
Yeah, and it's got like the counterweights on it, like the size of a basketball. So if you're not careful, one of those things will knock you out.
Mine are big as a handball, so a little bit smaller, but yeah.
Handball.
Crazy.
I don't think that's English for anything.
A hand is a hand and a ball is a ball, so it's handball.
Like a football, but then for the hands. Handball. That's actually what American football should be called.
That should be called
Kind
football.
Egg or something.
They are kicking. They are kicking.
And it's not a ball.
Yeah, that's not. It's an egg.
But they're holding so it's hand egg.
I'm out.
Hand
Keith?
I think that's it. An hour and a half we got, guys. Hand eggs.
Okay.
Hand eggs.
So, Mershad, where can everybody find you?
On Instagram, Sheer Knives. That's all. I have a website, but I don't update it that frequently. So if you want to talk to me or anything else, Sheer Knives at Instagram.
Sheer Knives at Instagram, and he will be at the Soling
At the
show
knife.
with us.
Yes, in Soling. Yes.
Like, do we have like tables like close?
We don't have the floor plan yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Sorry for
But
asking.
we'll be close.
Yeah.
We'll be close.
Matt, are you there, Matt?
Yeah.
Looking forward to meet you
Yeah,
in
same,
person.
man. Yeah, same.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for joining us again, Mershad.
Thanks for having
we
me
will
here.
talk to you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Damn, that was a long one.